yeah, if I can get a very good, who would want to work for free?
No, I'm just thinking life can be limitless. You can be anything you want to be. I want to try everything.
See, let me tell you, from what I've experienced, like being at home, jobless, is that sometimes inakuanga poa ukipati, to give thanks to someone's work. Because that person anapata motivation. So imagine, movie is not easy. Muna act for maybe maybe a whole year. And then at you for free. Come on. Welcome guys to our new episode today. Today we're going to be talking about something interesting, something everyone has experienced one way or another in their lives from a young age till the old age, and that's about stress. You have ever experienced stress? I've ever experienced stress. So today we're going to look about how to manage stress and how to relieve ourselves from stress. Today I have a guest by the name Grace. You know her. She's been here with us 2 times now. Welcome Grace back to our show.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for having me again.
So, Grace, tell us what are the types of stress that are there in our lives, in our day-to-day lives?
Okay. I think stress are basically what we call stressors, or things that makes us uncomfortable from the norm, or things that you struggle to do other than what you do easily. So that's basically what stress. And every day in our daily basis life, as we said it, we get to have stressors or things that we slightly or more struggle with. So that's what you'd say. The things that you're struggling with, or you're going out of the way or out of the norm, if they're not coming out naturally, that's what you call stressors. And the process now, maybe the byproduct of that or the process of having that you say is stressful or I'm stressed. Yeah.
So, how can someone, like me as an individual, let's even talk about like a young kid, yeah? Life is a process of learning. So, as a young kid, you experience this thing that is called stress, no? So how can one note that they are stressed?
Okay. If you're struggling to do something, it means it's a stressor. So for you, you're having difficult ways to do it. If you don't find a solution, then you go ahead and think about it. How do you find a solution towards it? So once that happens, it means if it happens times to time, that becomes a stressing situation or something that gets you stressed. And for kids, even kids undergo stress, and most people think that kids are comfortable. And they also have things they're struggling with, be it most of the time we tend to ignore the 5 senses. You see what you want as the 5 common sense: your sight, your smell, is it taste and
hearing.
Yeah, what you can, your audio vision, how you get to hear things. And all those are ways that you get to become stressed. You can hear of something, it could be a gun, and you're stressed, you're traumatized. You could taste something and it shocks you or it burns you up, you're stressed. You could smell something, it burns, tear gas, then burns your nose, you're stressed. You could see something and it gets to shock you. You've had people who have seen traumatic things and that's it, they can't speak because they were stressed. So stresses are things we can pick from different ways. Yeah.
So you just even reminded me about something. There's also good stress and bad stress. There's that positive stress, like you want to achieve something in life. I think that's a positive stress. Or even like as a student, you want to pass your exams. So you have to keep on reading, hard work and all that. So there's a good stress and there's bad stress. How can you tell the difference between a good stress and a bad stress? Because sometimes people are working hard, they think that they are very much stressed, like the bad stress, the negative stress, and it's just a positive stress that it's bringing them good energy. So how can one differentiate between the two?
I think most of the time look at the end product. So after the struggle or after you finding hardship doing something, what is the end product? Who does it affect you? Does it affect the people around you? What's the price you have to pay in the process? Is it your health? Is it your finances? Is it relationships with people around you? So most of the time for it to be categorized as a good or bad stressor, you have to look what's the end product. If you're working hard so that you can get a better life and doesn't affect you, you didn't steal money or you didn't do one, two, three, that means that it was good. It was for a good cause. But then again, what was the expense? What's the price you had to pay for that? Yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to causes of stress, like what causes stress in our lives?
I think the most causes of stress is relationships and money. Those are the basic things, and health, whereby you find that most people are struggling to make, with COVID especially, most people are, it's hand to mouth, or they're struggling to feed themselves or relatives or people around them. You find again there's an issue of health. When people are ill, people mostly stressed to cater for bills, get better, be it a good position, relationships, be it mother-child, parental, be it romantic, or be it work relationships with colleagues and people. Those are some of the things. Whenever you encounter somebody who's you're not in good terms with, definitely that becomes a stressor. So the basic things that people end up stressed about is money, relationships, and health.
Can you say that when you lack something, it's a form of a stress? For example, you lack a job. There's so much responsibility you have to do. So that's like a stress. Unemployment is stress. So you can say that stress is the act of lacking something, or can you say it, or can you have so much that it's stressful?
Some people don't have management skills, so whatever you have to handle, and you're not able to handle that. It's called the curse of plenty. Yeah, you can be having so much or going on. Even countries like Nigeria or other countries that have conflict, because I'm lucky enough I did resource conflict as well. So whereby they get to stress or fight because of that, you find that it could be the curse of plenty. They have so much that it gets them fighting. You've seen families whereby they have a lot and you're wondering what's going on. Everybody wants a share of the cake, and then with that somebody feels, no, I worked harder for this or I worked less for this. That becomes a stressor. Then we have this thing most people say every time they feel stress and depression. At times they go hand in hand, and you've had maybe people after a bad day they say, oh, I feel depressed. Oh, it's depressing. It's just you having a hard time doing something. It's stressful. It's a stressor. You have to strain other than the norm. Other maybe than you sitting down having a chef cook you food or bring you food, you have to go do it yourself. So that becomes a stress, or you straining. You don't want to do it, so but you have to put in extra effort. Yeah.
You have talked about management skills.
Yeah.
Right now, how can we try and be able to have management techniques for stress? Are there tips one can do?
Okay, first, know your triggers. If you're already stressed, start by knowing your triggers. Then from there, get to know how do they affect you, how do they affect those around you. If you're not stressed yet, work out, take care of your body, your mind, emotions, eat healthy, enjoy your food, and have good communication skills. Also, some of these things, also communication plays a big role. You've found people who are having misunderstanding, and then you come to figure out if this person had said this, oh, so you meant this, and you find there's a lot of conflict, or that could be eased. So again, it's about looking at, are you already stressed? What are your triggers? How do you go about them? Are you not stressed? What are the skills that you can work on? Be it communication, eating healthy, good relationships, time management, money management, such so that you're not ending up with stress, that is.
Oh. So we have talked about the causes, we've talked about what stress is, the types of stress, and now let's talk about how it affects the body, how stress affects the body itself on a physical perspective. So you can take us through that?
Okay, it depends with what type of stress. There are people when stressed, they're angry at everybody, and then that means your hormone reaction also gets affected. There are people when they're stressed, they can sleep. I think there's an episode we spoke about sleep deprivation. There are people when stressed, for the women, their ovulation cycle is upside down. So you find that there are people when stressed, they get, be it acidity, the normal functioning. There's this thing whereby when people are stressed, like women don't get their conjugal rights, or men don't get their conjugal rights because people can't perform, because it also affects parts of the body. Yeah.
Okay. And some also get, they don't eat, they lose appetite. Some have heavy appetite.
Yeah.
So others drink.
Exactly. And you can find people add weight, others lose weight.
Yeah. There's this thing that I've realized with some of the people I've talked to, or people who have come to me. People use drugs to relieve stress, like maybe smoking marijuana, drinking alcohol. What can you say about that?
I don't think they use them to relieve stress, because if they did, it actually worked, they would never go back to that point again. I think what they do is an escape method. They use it temporarily to just escape the current situation. Then after they're sober again, they have to go back. And that it becomes very dangerous because it becomes a cycle. Then after that, it's an addiction problem. And now, other than maybe handling what was at hand, it could become money, relationships, or what work issues, colleagues, loss of a job. Instead of dealing with the main issue, they decided to escape it, but later on they tend to have something more expensive and maybe an addiction, an illness, which becomes more costly. I think stress is cheap to manage. You just need to gain the right scale. What's the stressor be? Is it work? Is it management, time or money? Is it resources? Is it relationship with your kids, your parents, or something? Once you learn what are your triggers or what areas you're struggling with, go out there. There are many life coaches out here. There are many psychologists out here. People who are willing to extend a hand and train you. And I think it's cheaper to pay for those trainings or, those services other than come and deal with an end product of something which is more expensive. Yeah.
Especially to the people who are very, like just as, I don't want to say a small stress, because people are different. What might be small to me might be big to you.
Yeah, true.
But there's some people who take stressful situation so serious. Like, it can be, let's say, maybe they have missed a matatu to go to school, and then you see this person shaking. So I think, as you say, like, people should talk to life coaches, and I think also people should be good to themselves.
Yeah.
Like, like, they don't push themselves so hard.
Yeah, be kind to yourself, and the way there's a saying, say, treat yourself how you treat somebody you love or a friend. Like, be kind to yourself, talk to yourself, the things you say to yourself. How would you advise a friend who's undergoing your situation? Most of the time, before you react or even feel bad, how would you tell somebody else who is undergoing your situation? Yeah.
I've actually seen that with so many people. So many people, like, they're very good at people. They take care of people, but they don't take care of themselves. So I think also people should love themselves and take care of themselves, right?
Yeah, true. Right. And you can't pour from an empty cup. So you have to water yourself first before you go out there giving people.
All right. Thank you so much for that engageful situation right now. And I've really enjoyed the session. So, all right. So, guys, thank you for joining us today. That was a very good engagement. Thank you, Grace.
You're welcome.
Hope to see you again in other episodes.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, so guys, remember, since last year, actually, people have been going through a lot since 2020, especially with the COVID coming in, and even right now, 2021, because things have not yet gone back to normal. So I think we should be able to have a way we can manage stress. Be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself, and don't let things get to you. As much as life is getting hard, and we're hoping for the best that things get better as time goes, but as of now, let's all of us hold each other's arms and take each other through this situation right now. Always be kind to your friend, because you don't know what they're going through. Because not everyone that you can tell that they're going through stressful situation just by looking at them. Some people are very good at keeping to themselves. So when you're going out there, when you're using whatever person you'll meet out there, be nice to them, because you don't know what they're going through. Till next time, guys, take care and have a good day. Cheers.